Yobo. So welcome to another episode of In the Life of MightyFan. We got some pickups here. Decent amount, obviously. I've been, over the past however many, I guess, couple months or whatever, been getting, some stuff here and there. And I know it's been a minute since I did a pickup vid, so we have some things to share. We have some hats, we have some jerseys, we have an unboxing here as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I guess we'll start with the hats here, because I do have an unboxing, and I'll get to that momentarily, but I can't remember if I showed this one or not. I got this a while back, but I know they're now the Utah Hockey Club, but got the Coyotes, the Kachina hat. It's a, net back kind of trucker style, but it does have the old, logo on the front, and I figured that would go well with, various Kachina jerseys that I own when they were the Phoenix Coyotes, and then of course the Arizona Coyotes. So yeah, it's a shame they had to move, but that's the price of business, I guess. So I got that, and I actually did this unboxing with Slim yesterday over Messenger, but this was a Macari pickup. So we got the scripted Mitchell & Ness Washington Capitals. Nice two-tone there with the good green under. Capitals logo, vintage logo. Of course, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary, I believe, this season. So you're going to be seeing various, I know they're bringing back the black, like the reverse retro 2.0 Screaming Eagle jersey. I don't know if they're going to wear other throwbacks like they did. I have some, and I got this hat because I have some throwback OV, Caps jerseys in the collection, and I also got a Bugsy Watson as well, which I would imagine would be with the Cap jerseys. At least it should be in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So this hat will go with that too, but primarily I got it for the OV jerseys, particularly the throwback ones, because obviously this goes perfect with them. So, and I always like the script front, hats. So, chance to add another one of those in the collection. Put it back over here. And then, I guess I'll go with these guys next. So, this is a set that's not for everybody, whether you like them or hate them. I happen to like them. I remember when I was in, middle school, I, designed these. Hoping that, one day they would be made. I remember drawing them in a notebook, and I never did submit them to, New Era or anything, but I always thought they would be cool. And I know Mitchell & Ness made some years ago, and they were, kind of padded hats. So I have the Eagles one, and I think I have the Seahawks too. But these are slightly better because they don't have that kind of padding on the hat. It's like a bubble kind of look. It's the helmet hat, and I'm a fan. I like these. These are obviously, as a jersey head, these go perfect with the jerseys. So, I had to get the Chargers, had to get the Bolts to go with my, LT jerseys, Junior Seau from that era. So this is basically what they are, and I feel bad because I procrastinated. I didn't go after some of the other ones that I wanted to get, like the old school Rams and some others. I still want to get the Eagles. I want to get the Kelly Green and the Midnight Green ones, and I figure those are still going to be available. I can go to Lids or whatever and get them, or Pro Image or something like that. But the Chargers I had to get because of the Bolts. They made them for the vintage looks, but also for the current looks too. And I still wish they made, and I guess the current look is more of a vintage look too. So I guess it kind of works. But for I'm not gonna wear this with Lance Allworth or anything like that. But this definitely, like I said, it goes with LT, the LT jerseys. It goes with Seau. So that was pretty cool. And then I had to get this one, and I'm glad I didn't procrastinate on this one, because I've always liked the Oilers helmet. So Oilers right there. So you can go with Houston Oilers. You can go with their first few years in Tennessee when they were the Tennessee Oilers. Shout out to Haas there for Slim's dad. I know obviously he's an Oilers guy, or Titans guy. Tighten up. But he goes back to the Oilers. So, but I wanted to get the Oilers. I have lots of Oilers jerseys, so I definitely wanted to get one. It is an all white hat, and that's a little dangerous for me, but it's not like I'm gonna wear it every day. But I might throw it on every now and then with with an Oilers jersey from back in the day, either Houston or Tennessee era. And then just putting these over my football hats over here. Ugh. Running out of room down there. And then I got this, and basically, so this is a two-piece for me, because I got them at the same time. I saw the jersey, and it's a jersey that I wanted, like when they first brought it out years ago, because it has a patch on there I really like, anniversary logo, I should say. And I remembered that Hat Club made a very nice hat for it with the same patch on the side, and that hat, of course, is no longer available. So I kind of dug around a little bit. I found the hat. Like, I got the jersey. I had the jersey on my watch list, and then I found the hat like almost right away. And I'm like, ooh, that's just, I can't let it go. And they were both pretty cheap. So I'm gonna show the jersey first. We got the AJ Green Cincinnati Bengals with the 50. Really like the 50 with the Bengal stripes there on there, if you can see that. There's like some stuff here, so I can't get a little closer than that. This is just a replica, Nike, but one of the first from within the first few years of Nike. So it's the game version, I guess you would call it. And I gotta give this a bath. Because the previous owner was a smoker, so it's got a little cigarette smoke to it, that smell to it. So I gotta give it a little bath before actually wearing it, because I myself am not a smoker. Never have been, never will be. But and then I got the hat right there, and as you can see, it's got the 50, so it's going to go together with it. Bengals. This is the Hat Club shark tooth that they did. I think they brought these back. I remember they had them, and then they brought it back. I got the Eagles one with the Super Bowl 52 patch on the side. And this is the only other one I have. The only other one I kind of wish I did get and I never did was the Seahawks, because the Seahawks had the 10th on the side. It looked really good, and I was gonna get it and I just never did. But so there's the combo wombo right there. So you got the 50 and the 50 Bengals, and I'll probably wear this hat with like other Bengal jerseys too, like Corey Dillon, Esiason, Ickey Woods, because I mean 50 years it represents the franchise's 50th, But mainly it's going to go with this guy because it's got the 50 right on there. And AJ was a beast back in the day, with the Bengals. But there's that combo wombo. So both of these were off Macari. And I wanted to get that green. Like, that was the player's jersey I wanted to get in that jersey years ago when they brought them out originally when they celebrated their 50th. Because they were on Fanatics. And, old same story. You procrastinate long enough and then they're gone. And that's exactly what happened. I kept procrastinating and then they were gone. There's quite a few of them from like that kind of time period. Because I also wanted to get the Drew Brees Saints with the Annie on there. Such a nice logo. The Saints have always done great logos for their anniversaries. And I forget what anniversary they were celebrating. I almost want to say it was like the 40 or the 40. It was like, I don't remember. It may have been the 50. But Drew Brees was there, and it was like one of the versions where they had the patch on there. And it's another one I just procrastinated. It's like a replica, It's not even like authentic or anything. But I procrastinated long enough, and then it was gone. Same thing with the AJ Green. Now, someday I might find a Drew Brees, I mean, I haven't like deep dive searched for it, but... I found the green because a seller who I watch, posted it along with a couple other Bengal jerseys with the 50. But the one I wanted was the green, because that's the one I wanted, back in the day when Fanatics had them, and I just never got it. So better late than never, right? The old saying. So anyhow, I got one more hat here, but I'm going to show this last because I got the jersey for it right here. And I want to show the other jerseys first. So let's do the unboxing right now. We'll kind of go a little, we'll kind of zig and zag here. So we got this unboxing from Lids HD. And it's been a minute since I bought anything from Lids HD. Like a lot of their stuff that they've been putting out just haven't hit me. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I didn't really, it didn't hit me, but this one did. Now obviously in a few weeks we got Halloween, so this was part of a pack that they did, like a horror pack, and they did a few. They did like I think they did Freddy Krueger. They did Jason. I think Pennywise was in there too. I think they did a couple others, but this one obviously, this is one I had to have. But my buddy, of course, good old Billy. There he is. There's the saw. Just got some stuff on there from the bag. So when I saw this, no pun intended, I definitely had to have it because obviously Billy's right there, front and center. You got the saw pin as well. You got the saw on the side. I believe Saw's celebrating their 20th anniversary this year too. It's hard to believe it's been 20 years since the original came out. Let the game begin. You also got the sticky right there, the sticker. And the other cool part about this is the UV. It's got Billy all over it. And I just noticed, which of course I gotta keep this now. It's also on what keeps the, I guess it keeps it straight. I never keep these in the hat, but I gotta hold on to that one because my buddy's on there. But anyhow, there we go. And I'm actually looking at a Billy right here and over here. You can't see it because it's off camera. Still have to bring them down for Halloween, but there he is. I want to play a game. Yep, there's my buddy. Right there. So whenever I see him on a hat, I have to get it. I got the Hat Club exclusive. I was so happy to get that when I did. I got the Capologist version, and then I got this one from Lids HD. So nice job by Lids HD. Nice little decorative, you know. So I guess if you want to say it's like for the 20th, it doesn't say 20th, and it really wasn't released for the 20th anniversary, but I'll say it was released for the 20th anniversary of the original. So there you go. So we got my Billy hat right there from Lids HD. Nice job by them again on it. And I guess we'll go for a couple jerseys here, huh? So I know I've talked about this in the past. Like I got this one off of one of the Mitchell & Ness sales about a month or so ago. Finally getting around to showing it. So we got the Vince Carter, the Memphis Sounds throwback, the Hardwood Classics that they wore years ago when he was there. Of course, he's going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame this year, the Naismith, a little later in the year. But this is, of course, the throwback. And as you can see, it does have the NBA, well, it's on the back, but the NBA logo. That's the Hardwood Classics version of it. And you notice it has the darker red and blue. So, like, if you, like, I'm sure True would do an awesome job with this, but he can't get this logo. So he can't do, like, he'll do these jerseys, but he'll do it with the regular, you know, NBA logo. But the Hardwood Classics, they always had this one, which is slightly different just because of the color. And Mitchell & Ness has it. And if you ever find, like, a vintage of it, it will have it. So that's the one thing, like, True Custom does amazing work. And, like, I think he's done this jersey before. But, again, that NBA logo on the back is, like, the regular logo. It's not the Hardwood Classics logo. It's just one of those little details that I know, and it's like I know, and it kind of, you know. So even though it's a swingman, Mitchell & Ness has never made an authentic in this. I still had to have it. It was one on my list for too long, and I didn't want to run the risk of 15-16 Vince. I didn't want to run the risk of losing out on this because once these go, they get pretty scarce, you know. And I figured since Vince is going to be in the Hall of Fame, these might start selling pretty, you know, better than they already have. And then plus the fact that the Grizzlies are going to wear these again as a throwback this year. They're going to do a little different version of it. I think they're adding some of their own little, you know, Grizzlies colorway to it a little bit, but they're bringing back the Sounds jersey this year, which I'm excited for. I always like these. The fonts are just crazy 70s fonts, you know. But so I was glad to finally get this. This has been on my hit list for too long. I didn't want a chance of missing it. So I grabbed it when they had that sale about, like I said, a month ago. I think I may have mentioned this one in a previous vid some time ago. This was an eBay grab, but so Mitchell & Ness obviously re-released these in their Power Play edition. So this is the blue line one. It's not the stitched, but I had to get at least one of the, I always call it the Jason Duck jerseys from their original run, because this was the first time Mitchell & Ness ever made this jersey. They never made an authentic. They still haven't made an authentic, but this was like the first run that they ever did. So I wanted to get at least one of them. As much as people pan these, for me, it's just one of those things. I love the logo. It's one of my all-time favorite logos. I have so many jerseys with it. I still need the Adidas orange one, which one of these days. But and of course the brand new ones that they're wearing now, which look awesome. But this being the blue line edition, I had to get at least one, and I got the JS Jaguar because it does have the logo, and I didn't have the Jaguar in the collection at this point until I got this one. But I wasn't a hater of these. I just wasn't. I understood the argument, and I understood why people didn't like them. But to me, I mean, it was still a decent enough jersey. I only have a couple. There's still some others out there that I wouldn't mind getting, but like I said, and now you can kind of find these kind of cheap because the power play ones are out there, and they're stitched, and that's what people are going to draw the eyes to a little more. So people who have these, or sellers, or whatever, they're looking to move them, and that's part of the reason why I think I got this at such a good deal. So the 02-03 Mighty Ducks, it was the only year they were in the Cup Finals in this jersey. They lost to the Devils, but then they went back some years later, and I didn't like that jersey they wore, but they won the Cup that year. But this is always going to be my favorite for the Ducks or Mighty Ducks. So, but I do want to get one of the Power Play ones, just because it's another Mitchell & Ness and it's this jersey. When, I don't know. That's a down the road type of deal. I do want to give a big shout out to everyone in the Tampa area. I know with the hurricane it's been terrible. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope you were able to rebuild if you've, have damage to your house or homes, or if you have to go to a new place. I wish you all the best of luck. Thoughts and prayers go out to everyone. I got this a bit ago off of Macari. So we got the rays. I know the Trop got a lot of damage too, to the roof and everything, and some on the inside too. But this is a replica Nike home Rays jersey, and I got it because it had this on the sleeve, the 25th Annie, and I had to do a little readapting of resealing of this. So I have some fabric glue, and part of it was kind of coming off a little bit because it's an odd shaped patch. And so I adapted some of the fabric glue to it to stick it back on a little better. But it's just, it's just how these things are made anymore, and it's just an odd shaped patch. But you can't really tell. I did a decent enough job. Randy Arozarena is your player. I know he's now on the Mariners, but he had really good years in Tampa, particularly in the playoffs. Playoff Randy. So. Like I said, hot jersey, big name on the back, 56. I just always wanted his jersey for the Rays, and the fact that it had that on there, just, that's just flair. That just drew me to it even more. So grab that one. Again, shout out to everyone in Florida, everyone in the Tampa area. And once I put Randy back over here, this is one of the more recent pickups. I wanted to get one of these since when they first came out, but obviously I didn't do it. I kind of procrastinated a little bit, but I was able to grab this on eBay for a good price because he's now with the Nashville Predators. But I got the alternate black Tampa Bay Lightning jersey of Steven Stamkos. I still kind of want to get another one for Kucherov, and I want to get like the Fanatics version. Well, this is Fanatics. This is like the breakaway, but like the actual, Legacy or whatever they're calling the I forgot what the name they called it, but the more of like the, you know, like the Adidas jerseys from the last few years that will have the Fanatic logo on the top. But there's Stamkos 91, and the thing I always liked about this is they went to their original font for the numbers with the drop shadow kind of look. So that's the font that they used. You can see it a little better on the sleeve. That's the font that they used when they first came into the league. Wayne Gretzky's brother wore it back in the day. So there it is on both sleeves. You got the stripes. And the other cool thing about it is they do have the Cup championship years on the inside neck. 04, 20, and 21. So that's pretty cool. Drawstrings, just nice overall look. I like the logo on the front too. Tampa Bay Lightning Hockey Club. Shout out, of course, to everyone in Tampa too, dealing with the hurricane and all. Fanatics, like I said, breakaway, but it was cheap, you know. And like I said, I wanted to get one of these, and I was starting to think, well, I'm just gonna have to probably wait, you know, and grab one, because they sold out. Even the ones that came back on Fanatics when these came back some weeks ago, they sold out pretty quick. So it must be one of those good sellers, but you know, quick selling jerseys. But I had to get, you know, I wanted to get one, and originally I was going to get Stamkos anyhow, so might as well, you know, I found a cheap one on eBay, so grab it. But I do want to get a Kucherov in it as well at some point, because I really like the jersey. And I did get, I pre-ordered from Toppers USA, the Gasparilla Tampa Bay Lightning hat, fitted hat, really beautiful job with it. That hat's going to go perfect with that jersey. Like, absolutely perfect. And I'll probably wear it, because I have a decent amount of Lightning jerseys. So I'll probably wear that hat with a lot of the Lightning jerseys I have. But it's a black hat, and the logo on, I mean, you talk about a hat that was, like, made for that. It's that. So I'm glad I got that jersey, because when that hat comes in, whenever it does, that's going to be the combo wombo for it. So, and the other Lightning jerseys, too, for the most part. All right. Let me make sure there's nothing else back here I haven't shown. Okay. All right, we got the green there. Okay, so last year, again, I got to give my buddy Slim a shout out. He's the one that kind of told me about this hat. It was available on eBay. There was a couple of them, and I was able to grab one of them. We got the Shark Tooth Mitchell and Ness LA Rams. You can even go St. Louis Rams, the early days with this one. But, so there you go. Ram helmet. Love that. I've always liked that logo of the Rams helmet. Mitchell and Ness. Good green under. Snapback. But this hat, there's a specific jersey that this hat's going to go with. For the most part. This is the combo wombo for this. Okay? Slim? I thank you again for this. This was... got a deal done with Slim for some of his stuff. I felt like a Jersey mule. I really did when I was coming back from Maryland. But this is one of them. You'll see the others. When we get into the basketball and football, you know, full collections, yeah, they'll be there. Slim, avert your eyes. But anyhow, this is one of the ones I got a deal done with him for. I don't know, man. I've always liked this. When he first got this done, I loved it then, and I'm happy to have it. So Mitchell and Ness made the 94 throwback Ram jerseys, and they were inaccurate. They made the Jerome Bettis version. That's the only player they did back in the day, but they were inaccurate. I have the Jerome Bettis in my collection. I'm keeping it as is. Slim, though, he wanted to get it correct done. So he got some of these, and he sent them off to someone who was able to get them correctly done. So how the Rams wore them in 94. He got Jerome Bettis, and he got this player. And I wanted this player because I already had a Jerome Bettis. So I wanted this one. And beautiful job. They got the sleeves correct, but they didn't get the numbers and letters on the back correct. Because, like I said, the Jerome Bettis that they did has single stitching 36, single stitching Bettis, and 36 on the back. And it should be heat pressed, because back then the Rams were wearing heat pressed jerseys, and it didn't matter whether it was their regular home and away set or an alternate throwback. They kept it heat pressed. The original version of this jersey was stitched, but being that the Rams, when they were, into their years in LA, at one point they did have stitched jerseys, but then they moved over to the heat pressed, and that stayed until their days in St. Louis. It wasn't until the year after they won the Super Bowl when they got their whole, they got that rebrand and they wore the navy blue and gold jerseys and white with the Ram, logo on the sleeves. It wasn't until those that they switched back into wearing stitched, name and number jerseys. So in '94, they were still wearing heat press jerseys. So this throwback, even though it was a throwback, they kept it to the heat press numbers, name and numbers. And, Slim, having the astute eye, he knew. And eventually he found someone who could do it. And so he has his bust, but I got the Jackie Slater. I got the Jackie Slater because I had to have this. I had to have this in my collection. I've always liked Ram jerseys, so and the fact that this was correctly done too, so you can see that it's pressed on. It's not stitched. But this is a Mitchell & Ness '94. But they didn't make this one. They didn't make Jackie, but Slim got Jackie done by someone who was able to do it, and now it's in the Mighty Kingdom, where it will stay. Because remember, I don't sell, so don't come for me, Rat. Don't come to me for it, people. Not gonna happen. So there's the Slater. That's on the nameplate, but it's pressed on the ¡78, and I'm also kind of fond of. This is another reason why I like this jersey. That's that ¡78 on there. Slim knows. That's ¡78. There it is, '78. Now Jackie had a long career in the NFL. He was on the team that lost to the Steelers in '79 in the Super Bowl, and he stayed with the Rams his whole career. And obviously his son had a very nice career with the New England Patriots, where he was a Patriot his whole career. So you talk about, father-son bloodline staying in the league as long as they did. It's pretty amazing. Very great story. But I don't have his son's jersey, but I do have the father. Jackie Slater, '94 throwback, Los Angeles Rams, correctly done. And this hat goes absolutely perfect with it. So, the combo wombo right. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, just looking at that, it brings a tear. I know it's bringing a tear to Slim too. I'm sorry, Slim. Look away. But here it is. Here, look. Oh, and I love the fact that the gold, they got the shark teeth with the gold instead of the blue. I just think it pops even more. And this was the jersey that automatically, this and my Jerome Bettis just absolutely came to mind when I saw that hat. And Slim kind of sent me a link to that hat. So there you go, Slim. Slim gets the assist on both the hat and the jersey. All right, I'm going to put it away now. Slim's going to come through the screen. It's going to be like that poltergeist scene. Anyhow. Love you, brother. But, anyhow, so that is it. Now, if these hats want to stay there. So my master plan here for this room, I still have things to do. So right off camera, you can't see it. It's off camera, but I have the holiday decorations over here on these shelves. Camera's on a shelf right now. I got Halloween, I got holidays, I got all the holiday decor up here. So I want to move all this after the holiday season's done this year. I'm going to move all this stuff down to the basement. I'm going to get another tub. I already have some holiday stuff in some tubs down there, but I got some more here. And I want to clear this out, make some room on these shelves, and I want to get some more bins, some shelf, drawer bins. And I want to get my NFL and my NHL hats on those bins in here. And then things will be a little more complete in here in the Ron room. Things will be a little more complete. Anyhow, I think that's it. I had a lot to show. This is basically over the past however many months and up until this, this puppet hat here. But hope you all enjoyed this. Yeah, lots to share. So anyhow, about 30 minutes of goodness, I'm starting to sweat, so I gotta go. I thought it is nice up here. It's much better. If I would have tried this a month ago, forget it. I would already be a puddle. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back downstairs where it's a little cooler. And thank you all for joining in. What do you always gotta do? You gotta leave those likes, like. And remember, I'm trying to get the 2K subs by the end of the year, by December 31st, 2024. So keep hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Anyone you can, all right? Just hit this subscribe button for me. That would be greatly appreciated. And hit the bell icon so you're always notified to all future content from yours truly. All right, everyone. We'll enjoy the football today. Let's go Birds today against Cleveland. If we can't beat Cleveland. Sirianni. That hot seat's getting hotter if they can't beat Cleveland. But anyhow, I'll be back at some point later in the week with a little recap of the Eagles-Browns game for the season of the fan series. But this, of course, is in the live series, and you never know what you're going to see. You're going to see pickups, going to have some chats, what have you. You just never know. So always hit that bell icon so you're notified to all future content from yours truly. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. You all take care. All right.